last year when I was TAing for Mr. Ellinger, I was working on AP chemistry homework, and I had a question on one of the problems. So, of course, I went to the band director for a solution for AP chemistry. So I went and asked him, and I handed him my book, and he read the question, blah, 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 blah. This acid is like 0.19 molar or something like that, which is like the strength of the acid, okay? And so he finishes reading the problem, looks a little confused at the book, looks up and goes, weird, I didn't know acids had teeth. So yeah, that was probably my favorite memory.
My name is Will Enville, and it's kind of weird to hear my own voice, but I will be attending Indiana University, Purdue University of Indianapolis, and I'm going to be studying nursing, well, pre-nursing, I suppose. And I would have to say, I don't really have a favorite memory. I have too many of them, but for anybody who remembers, carrot tossers for life.
Hello, I'm Lucas Lee, and I'll be attending IUPUI in the fall to study music technology. And my favorite band memory was my sophomore year. It was actually Extravaganza after party. We got some cake, as sensible people do, to get dessert for the party. But when we ended up eating it, we didn't have any utensils. So by the time we were done with it, it looked like a murder scene, which I think is appropriate.
Hello, I'm Roye. Okay, I think about in the military army band. And then my favorite memory is last year at the party, his name is the Roye, say my name is the any house dog, and then his name is Roye, same name. He's like, man, I'm gonna help you about that, and then we repeat it together. That was funny.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Bridges, and I'm planning on going to UNC and major in bio, hopefully pre-med. My favorite memory, like Will, I have a lot of them, over 4 years. They just sort of build up. But from this year, I was in band SRT one day, really concentrating, trying to get my 4th block homework done. And I had my headphones in because, music helps me concentrate. So I look up after I hear somebody laughing, and I look up, and there's a small crowd of people around me, and Ellinger just standing there with this smug little half smile on his face. Apparently, he'd been trying to talk to me for the last 5 minutes.
Hi, I'm Aiden Carson. I'm going to IUPUI to double major in clinical psychology and French. And my favorite memory is just going to be a short phrase that I'm sure the band will remember. Remember the grand pause.
Hey, I'm Tristan Sutton. I'm going to Indiana State to study pre-vet. And my favorite band memory is probably 2 years ago going to Cold Stone and Noodles and Company with Gavin, Nikki, and Patty.
I'm Jessica Flood, and I am attending Indiana State as well to study athletic training.
My name is Leanza. I'll be attending IUPUI in the fall and majoring in political science. And my favorite memory was actually 2 years ago, Extravaganza. Me and the lovely lady next to me walked behind the stage, and naturally we were carrying our instruments, and we dropped both of them at the exact same time. So if you heard a drum noise, that was our instruments clinking together.
I'm Emily Neuendorf, and this next summer I will be attending IU to study business. My name is Jessica Patrick, and I plan on going to cosmetology school. And like a lot of us, I have many memories, but I want to say any of them top any of the other, so I'll just leave it at that.
I'm Sabrina Woods, and I will be attending IUPUI for psychology. And my favorite band memory actually happened a couple months ago. It was the day that Ellinger told us that we would be getting all this new equipment. And just to hear the gasps of surprise and to see the looks on people's faces, it was truly amazing. Awesome.
Hi, I'm John Upchurch. I'll be attending IUPUI this fall for nursing. And my favorite band memory was actually the same night as Lucas's. We're eating at a nice little place called the Heidelberg House. It's got a nice little bakery in there. said, all right, I'm gonna get some bread before I go. So I go and look at this stuff called Lithuanian rye bread, and I say, hey, this sounds healthy, I'm gonna get it. Turns out, it's hard as a brick. So we spent the rest of the night playing football with it, hitting people with it, and we threw this stuff at a wall, and it bounced right back off. No crunch.
Hi, I'm Tristan Carson, and I'm going to be going to IUPUI to study computer graphics, And my favorite memory is about 1 or 2 years ago during solo and ensemble. The percussion had gotten a gold, and all the parents were there taking pictures, and apparently I did not get the note that we were supposed to do silly poses, so I'm just basically sitting there like this. And everyone else is going crazy. 2 people look like they're having at it, choking each other, and it was just absolute, nonsense.
Okay, still on. So every year at Extravaganza, the seniors and the band all pull together money and whatnot to give Mr. Ellinger a couple of gifts, just to thank him for his services. So we got you a card. Enjoy. It also has a gift card to Starbucks in it. Because you are our basic white girl. And it's for $50. And we kind of thought that getting flowers, yes, they look nice, but they die within an hour, basically. So we got you a cactus instead. Because it kind of matches your personality. And on behalf of the entire band and the seniors, we'd like to thank you for everything you've done for us.
Well, there we go. By the way, this works because of the tech people behind the scenes that you can't necessarily see. There's a tech group that meets every day a few times every day after school, learning how to make this multi-million-dollar building and multi-million-dollar room function as great as it does. I tell them all the time, I tell you all the time, how amazing this facility is for learning. I mean, they have poured from here over into the music wing money that a lot of schools just do not receive. And to be able to put all this together, there's someone manning the curtains with a headset tied to the back. Andrew Operson and his crew do an outstanding job. Let's please give them a round. I said this before, but all the people that you see up here are role models. Wherever they're going to be going in life, they will continue to be role models. They will not be in some low-level job for very long. You got to start there. Don't just try to start some company. I mean, you gotta start at the bottom and work your way up. But they are just wonderful people, and then they're going to go very, very far. I'm really excited to see in a handful of years what these guys are doing, because they're just going to light the world on fire. So thank you for the cactus and the Starbucks. I mean, my goodness, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Every year, one of the pieces of music that the seniors select to play, they designate their senior song. This piece they choose because it's special to them, or maybe they just like the song, or a combination of both. While we're playing, you will see on the screen a slideshow of all of the seniors from birth, and then kind of in the middle, and then it ends up with their senior picture. Some of them have not changed one bit in 18 years. The piece that they're going to play, Black Granite, as you will hear, is nothing short of miraculous that they were able to put this thing together. And again, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. It is a testament to the hard work that they put in every day. You can say what you want and buy plants for your band director, but if you don't have students willing to put in that work, it's, I can wave my arms all day. They're the ones making the music, and they are just wonderful, wonderful people. So, hope you enjoy Black Granite and the embarrassing photos of all the seniors. The next piece of music that we're going to be playing, variations on a Korean folk song, we played at ISMA contest. High school cadets that you heard earlier, we also played at ISMA contest. And then variations on a Korean folk song was certainly the most challenging piece. And throughout the entire year, pieces such as Arctic Fire from the Winter Concert, what you just heard, Phantom of the Opera, all very challenging pieces. But this one, by far, is something that you would hear regularly at a second or third band at a college or university. Very, very challenging piece. Variations on a Korean folk song is a theme and variation, so we'll start with a basic theme, basic idea, and then as we travel through the rest of the piece, you still hear that basic idea, but we toy around with it a little bit. There's some incredibly virtuosic playing, very fast playing that you will hear, certain sections of very lush chords, very lyrical. It ends very, the grandiose type piece, which is a very, very wonderful piece. When they went to ISMA contest, they did get a Group 1 gold rating. They did a very, very nice job with this. All of the judges just had wonderful things to say. One of them said, who has seen Mount Vernon for a number of years, said this program that they performed was by far the best they had ever heard Mount Vernon, and they have been judging them. They've seen them a number of times over the years, so he was just very complimentary of all the things, and all the judges that I spoke with afterward just went on and on about all the wonderful things they were hearing by the students' hard efforts and dedication. This year, because they earned a gold at jazz band, they earned a gold rating in marching band, earning 4th place at finals, getting a gold rating at ISMA high school band contest, and having at least one soloist and one ensemble advance to state finals at solo and ensemble. By the way, we had 46 students advance. That earns them the Indiana State School Music Association All Music Award. Only a handful of schools earn that every year. Let's please give it. A banner to go along. They earned this award a handful of years ago, and then also in the 2013-14 school year. So they've just doing a wonderful, wonderful job. The last thing I would like to bring up that one of the students alluded to, and many of you know, we received a complete overhaul in our instrument library, instrument inventory this year, funded by the school. When we have our new superintendent, Dr. Robbins, came to me hearing rumors that we were in serious need of replacement of many of our instruments, or to get instruments that we need and we just don't have. And the economic downturn of the 2008-2009 area really hit Mount Vernon hard, and so they just weren't able to fund those things. And Dr. Robbins really did not want to see the band kind of continue lacking in all these instruments, and so he asked me for a music quote, or a quote for Muncie Music to get some new instruments, and I gave him a quote in the amount of $60,000, and he looked at it and looked at me and said that you're not asking me for enough money. And so, just floored, and Mr. Campbell was in the room too, I was speechless. I said, well, all right. I made a wish list that totaled about $209,000, and I gave this to Dr. Robbins, and he looked at it and he said, it's more like it. So then they deliberated with the rest of the school board, and they decided, usually when you give them a list that large, they come back and say, okay, we can give you this much, so pick which instruments you want. He just said, they're gonna get it all. We got a brand new drum line. Yeah. Part of the things that they received, a completely brand new drum line, the best model you can buy, almost an entire new marching brass line, new marching baritones, contras instead of the sousaphones, the big dinner plates that they put on their thing. Now it'll be a tuba that rests on their shoulders, kind of like a giant low brass boom box or something, but allows us to do a lot more things in the field. New mellophones. One of the instruments that Jessica Flood is playing, just that instrument that you've probably been wondering what it is a contrabass clarinet. It is the lowest instrument in the clarinet family. It's basically the tuba of the clarinets, an incredibly, incredibly expensive instrument, but very necessary for any concert band. And Jessica's just, can I play yet? Can I play yet? Can I play yet? And she has been doing a wonderful job playing. The first time she played it and the band was there, they could instantly tell the addition of that low voice. Clarinet is very different from a bari sax or a tuba. It has a clarinet made of wood, has a more wooden, earthy tone to it that just really resonates through the ensemble. And it's just been a wonderful addition to the sound. New bassoon, I mean, any instrument that's just brand new. All new 4-valve euphoniums. We didn't actually own a single... The school did not own a single baritone, which is a necessary and critical instrument in a wind ensemble. And usually they have 3 valves at the middle school level. Most high schools even have 3-valve ones. The 4th valve just helps their intonation, helps them sound better, and they purchase 6 of those, so every student can have one. Brand new F attachment trombones, just all the list goes on and on. The other thing that you have yet to see, just because they have not built it yet, is a 28-foot steel fixed band tower that will be built basically where I usually have my lift, where I'm fearing for my life for 6 months. And it is a fixed structure. Once you cannot miss it once it is built, but it's a 28-foot tower with multiple levels on it, so I will be able to be up there, our guard director will be able to be on one level, our percussion director, our drill writer, they will all be able to utilize this tower to just provide better instruction. And also very, very expensive, almost, once you talk about the foundation and all those things, it's about a $40,000 tower that is for the band. I mean, Dr. Robbins and the entire administration have just been absolutely wonderful for the band program. They understand the value of music in schools. And that is absolutely why I invited Mr. Roche to guest conduct next year, to kind of christen him into being the new head principal for next year. We're certainly going to miss Mr. Campbell. He was as supportive as I have ever really seen a principal, and Mr. Roche, I know, is just going to continue that legacy of great principals in our school district. So, enough of me talking. Let's go play Variations on a Creed folk song. We hope everyone has enjoyed this year's 52nd annual Extravaganza. We're going to also be performing tomorrow. Same concert, but with all of the 8th grade. We're certainly excited to have them join the ranks here. Next Wednesday will be our first marching band rehearsal for the winds only. That's brass and woodwinds. No instruments needed. We'll just be doing some basics and marching and things. Really excited to get that started. We have, we think, a very wonderful show set up. We also are going to end, as tradition for as many years as there's been, an extravaganza with Battle Hymn of the Republic. They've played this since the very first extravaganza during the 1963-64 school year. That was the very first year Mount Vernon was established. So ever since this school has been Mount Vernon High School, there has been a Battle Hymn of the Republic at the end of every extravaganza. We're very, very excited to continue that transition. Oh, hey.
I have good news.
You have good news? What's your good news?
I would just like everybody to know that the murderer has been caught. Do you guys want to know who it is?
Yeah.
Well, I can't tell you. It's classified. So. But we are all safe. Nobody has to worry.
Excellent. Well, what a lovely bit of good news. Wonderful. Everyone, thank you so much for coming. We certainly hope you enjoy, as we play every year and will continue to play every year, Battle Hymn of the Republic. Thank you.